Hey, JuanCarlos here, back at it again with a new video. So today is February 10th of 2021. Current time is 3:15 p.m. And so this was my overnight trade on Rmti. Bought right here at 191, and after hours on February 9th, looks like the high was at 196, and then consolidation around 195 towards 190. And then right at the close, it looks like it tops out at 206, and then closing the day at around 204. And then pre-market gaps up a little bit, consolidating around 207, then topping out at that 215. And then you could look at see how it's starting to downtrend. Yeah, from right there, from the 206 all the way to 196, about 10 cents down of spread. And I thought it was going to keep on going towards 202, and then 2 minutes before the market opens, it just drops immediately from high as 197 all the way to low of 185. And so that's about 5 cents high for my risk. And so immediately right where it opens at, opens up at 185, and then just straight crash down all the way to low of I think it was 150, 160. And so that uptrend started to come up, and then I placed my risk was to sell at 180 because that was my risk reward. And so again, I'm in at 191, and so my risk is to only lose $5 on this trade. I only had about 43 shares on this overnight swing, but yeah, I get filled around here or so, I think. Yep, I got filled around this area right here. And so after that has happened, I did not pay attention to it because it just was pretty boring. And then it broke out that 180 level around after 9:10 or so, and it looks like it topped out around 186, and then gradual downtrend. And then we could look at it the whole day, but yeah, pretty boring for me, I would say. If you would have just caught at the even if you would have caught that bottom right here, that's 15%, or even right here, that could have been 8%, but also around here, but not much of opportunity that I see. It looks like just a lot of consolidation. We could look at it at a different time span, 1 minute, 3 minutes. Yeah, too boring for me, honestly. Yeah, so that was one trade I lost, but that was only a $5 loss, but I'm pretty happy with it. I stick to my plan and I didn't deviate. And so reason why I got into that trade was because of this news, this right here, and this one right here. But yeah, so we can move on to my next trade, which was on OLB. As you can see, we could look at a pre-market. So my thought process for this was that it could break out 1450 and do a breakout and catch my 1 to 5 risk reward. And so let's look at it right here. Yeah, so it opens up at 1276 and then comes back up to the high of 1380.83, but then it brings it back low towards of 1285, pushing it back up, opening up at 1360, and then I get it tops out right here at high of 1475, and then I placed an order to get in at 1450 right here, and then immediately drops. And so it touched my risk, so I immediately get out. So why would I risk much more disaster in holding onto it? Because this could have kept on fading down. So again, it just turns over. Luckily, I didn't stay as much because I could have risked much more disaster. But right here was a downtrend, a nice panic. It was about a 10% drop, and so this would have been a more ideal trade, buying at this 14.50 and topping out at 16.40. That would have been a 18% of percent of upside and about $1.90 on the upside. Again, I would have probably just gone for my $25 and gotten out. And I guess my timing was wrong for this trade. I should have waited for a drop and then waited for this come up, or even bought right here at this bottom at around $13 and sold at my planned entrance, or even waited to get in over here. But after this big high of day, which was 16.14 hindsight, drops all the way low towards low of 12.36, about 24% of downside, and then looks like a little congestion zone, deciding if it wants to keep on breaking down, and then eventually does break out that support zone right around here, going down again, topping down at low of 11.29, then nice hump back up, and let's see if it goes back up. Nope, breaks it even more further down, keeps trending down, and then it looks like we have a nice solid base around here. This is around 9:25 p.m. and then looks like momentum starting to switch on the upside. Nope, looks like it's turning back over from here all the way low. Looks like it wants to keep on doing this ramp, slide down, and then ramp, and then we get another slide down. Let's see if it's gonna break that support zone right at $10 or so. Nope, doesn't touch it, and so it looks like it's gonna keep on furthering going up. Looks like consolidation, and then it looks like a nice box right here around what was that, 11 towards the low high 10s, and it looks like a nice panic drop back towards the 1040s, and then we get a nice solid bounce up towards the 1130s, drop top with another drop. Looks like we created another support zone around here. Looks like creating new lower highs, and then consolidating around the low 11s, and then eventually breaks down going towards the 1030s, and then upwards momentum back down, and then it looks like it's just surfing down, back up, down, and then we get a nice solid spike up. But let's look at the bigger picture and let's see. So the news for this was, I think the best opportunity would have been this morning, straight in the morning, about 21% on the upside. You could have shortened this, or honestly got in around 10.26, sold for a 93% of upside, or even in the last hour of the market around 93 and about 10.26 or so. And so the reason why I bought this was because of this news right here. It said OLB Group announces plan to offer cryptocurrency payment options via blockchain technology on its Omnicommerce platform and secure pay TM gateway. And so I thought that was significant news, because word in the street is that blockchain is getting pretty popular, and so that's why I bought it. And I should have recognized that it was already too high. It gapped up from the 740s all the way towards the high of 14s, opening up at 1246. So about what is that, about 70% of upside. But again, we could clear this up and see. I guess my timing was just wrong for this trade, that I should have just got in at the second bounce, or I should have got in around these three candles, bought around here or so. That would have been more ideal. And that's pretty much it for my two trades. Both of them were losers. On this trade, I lost about $4.75. And so a couple thoughts to read out loud is, loss of 450. Didn't want to get a larger loss. 1 to 5. Once it broke, was under $10 through 11. Did not stay for long. Still in on Rmti. So on this one, I lost about $450. Yep, says right here. And so minutes before market open, stock dropped all the way to low of 155, breaking under yesterday's support. I was shocked how quick that was. Just got filled for Rmti. $4.75 loss. Total today is $9.25 of loss. Happy with these trades. I stayed disciplined to my risk reward, and so I did stay disciplined to my risk reward, and I'm so proud of that. Did not want to deviate much more. Didn't want to give away back my profits from these upcoming days, and so I'm just glad that you guys learn from my mistakes, and I hope you guys could see what is going on, and you guys take advantage of the market we're in right now. But if you guys did like the video, comment down below what you learned, like the video, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.